Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Starfield. We had a bunch of activities that brought us back to the lodge. Just about everybody wants to talk to us about something.
I am fully updated and ready to assist with tasks.
Let's get a
Let's
second
do that.
opinion, shall we? Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
They're probably pretty high.
No, I was explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
It seems that Walter has taken it upon himself to cover the costs of the repairs to both the lodge and the Eye, as well as any expenses relating to the funeral services.
Barrett, for all his antics, was an essential part of this group. And a friend.
Well, yeah, thank you, Walter. That was quite kind of you.
Well, it's not about looking for thanks. It needed to be done, that's all.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Sarah, I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest, but occasionally it's not. This is the one way I can best contribute to our work. It has been, and continues to be, an honor to do so. And when this is all over, we can go back to squabbling about minor expenses. But it was important to me that I do this.
Fair enough. Well, since we're already talking about this, there is one more thing I'd like to do for Barrett, and I'd appreciate your input. Nothing extravagant, just a small plaque here in the lodge. Something to remember them by. Where do you think would be appropriate?
Let's put it front and center. Why wouldn't we? I do like Walter being a nice guy in this situation.
Sounds fitting. Any objections, Walter?
No, I think this is a fine idea.
Then it's settled. I'm glad we had this discussion.
And
Me too.
now, perhaps we can try and move on.
Yes, I think that's right.
Now can I talk to you about my activity
Handling
thing?
those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's absolutely disgusting.
It is disgusting. And I'm pleased you recognized that Ryujin almost made a grievous error in judgment. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't like any of these responses. I'll just say I'm happy you approve of my decision.
Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening.
Indeed it is. Agreed, the negatives completely outweigh the positives.
Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
All right. That one's done. I think just about everybody wanted to talk to me. I don't remember who Raphael is. See. Where's he at? That's going to be upstairs, right? Hey, wake up.
Of all the places in the galaxy, only Neon can make me feel so damn oily. And you dealt with its absolute worst. Ryujin, Infinity LTD, all of it. You doing
Sure
all right?
did.
That was a lot.
No need to worry about me.
Of course you are. You're tougher than me. How come no matter how advanced society gets, we still just can't help coming up with new horrors to inflict on ourselves? Mechs, xeno-warfare, and now this neuro-amp tech. Swear, it's the worst yet. Thank God you put a stop to it.
Yeah, nothing good was going to come from that.
Amen to that. With a piece of work like Ryujin, I know there isn't a good person to put in charge. I mean, I guess Masako's better than Ularu Chen, but you just know if violence or being just plain evil was the path of least resistance, then Masako would pick it same as Ularu.
Probably. Yeah, Masako was definitely the least bad choice.
You're right. I know you're right. Well, the whole damned affair's over. Thank God. I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Okay, let's try that again then.
Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time... I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times.
Yeah, just go easy on her.
Oh, next time I see her, I'll paste on a smile and ask her ever so nicely to pick them up. Again. I mean, this is between me and you, but Cora wasn't exactly planned.
Ooh, I'm telling
I don't know if
her.
I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner, Lillian Hartz. Well, we were like fire and ice, but, well, it wasn't all bad.
Well, whether you wanted to be a dad or not, you seem to have taken to it.
It wasn't always like it is now. Hell, when Cora was born, I was completely out of my depth. For the first few months, I kept thinking, what a colossal mistake I made. Me, a father. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave me my first smile. And I knew I'd do anything for that girl.
I knew you were a big softie.
Yeah, big old mean Sam Coe loves his daughter. Alert SSNN. You said Cora's great, and I think so too. But I see so much of myself in her. I've done things I'm not proud of. Said things even worse. I try to be better for Cora, but is she gonna fall into the same traps?
I have a feeling she'll find her very own mistakes.
Well, ain't that a drop of sunshine?
That's a
I
part
know
of
it
being a
seems
person.
crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not exactly swimming with options here. Her mother, like I said, another story, another time. And what, have her raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship her off to Vladimir.
I think Vladimir would do all right. Yeah, she'll do fine growing up with Constellation. Maybe. I'm not really sure on that.
You think? Well, she does say the damnedest things. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13.
All right. And we got Andrea here. She should be somewhere around here. Oh, that's not it. That's not it.
I'm
There you
glad
are.
to see you. I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments.
I guess I could.
I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuro-amp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many.
Yep, that's what I thought. It would almost certainly be a disaster.
Already there has been too much conflict between corporations vying for this technology. First Infinity, then Ryujin. Who knows what might be next?
the tech would eventually fall into the wrong hands.
You presume it had not already? Interesting. You know the people behind Ryujin better than I, but I am not convinced they could be trusted.
Yeah, you're right.
The project will be shelved, they call it. As I said, too many other bad outcomes. This is for the best.
It absolutely
With
is.
the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Probably. Alright, what else do we got going on? Who's this Rafael Agaro? That name sounds familiar. They're apparently somewhere here in Jamison. So while we're in town, might as well.
Another day, another credit.
Let's see. At the viewport. Oh, this is the guy I saved from the alternate universe.
It's good to see you again. I was wondering if you were going to stop by. Thanks again for getting me back to New Atlantis.
Yeah, no problem,
The
bud.
viewport still makes their drinks just the way I remember.
Look a lot better than you did last time we spoke.
I feel a lot better too. Steadier. More like myself. I'm still a little shaky, but I'm doing much better than the last time we met. And my engineering skills are no worse for wear. Have you given any more thought to taking me on as an engineer for your crew?
Sure.
Are you serious? You'll really give me a chance? I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Okay, I got this screen open. I don't actually know how to open this screen up. So I could only assign people to the ship. I made an outpost at one point, but I don't know, like I couldn't build like a bed or anything like that. Yeah, it seems like I did something wrong. Outposts, yeah, none. So, if I assign him to the ship, does that unassign the adoring fan? No, he's on there too. Okay, we'll have Raphael fly with us. That'll work. Alright. Yeah, I really don't know.
You have my word that you won't regret this. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations, Captain. Really.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Alright. Oh, we got a new crewmate. How helpful that really is debatable. Alright, what else do we got here? Who's Hosma? Back in Neon.
Got a problem?
Oh, they work at Ryujin? Well, I recognize this person.
Can I help you? You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for?
It's not.
Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason, and we seem to be ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure.
Well, not my problem. Just a hallway conversation. We don't need to document everything.
You may have a point. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion.
Maybe. Let's see what you got.
Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process.
Ruh-roh.
I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
Alrighty, I guess I'll do that.
Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the Underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time.
Fetch quest it is.
As you were.
Now we gotta run through, get to the underbelly, run through Ebside. Should be an elevator somewhere around here. Hello.
Hey, Chief. You got any creds you can spare?
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
Sure it is. A Ryujin technician wanted to know if you found any slates.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets.
Oh, no.
That won't happen with this slate. It's like wind resistant.
Can I find your old spreadsheets in exchange for the slate? I don't like that, but this is probably the best option.
That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Stand for. Employee break area. There's one. Two. Oop. How do I get up there from here, I'm guessing? Can't seem to grab that ledge. Dang it. There we go. Looks like somebody's been sleeping up here.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands.
Found your spreadsheets.
Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
All right. Little fetch quest on top of a fetch quest there. Nothing too exciting going on, but it's not the end of the world. It's actually... Yeah, let's just travel to the Neon Core.
We should push for more genetic diversity in our crops.
I don't like the look of you.
Hey there, friend. Need something?
There's always... As technicians, we handle prep.
I
Well
got
done.
your slate, bud.
It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent.
Well, it was
And
pretty
as I
easy.
said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation.
Well,
Now,
let's
if you'll
see.
excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
Yeah, $2,000 for a simple fetch quest. Wish I got a little more XP out of it, but not the end of the world. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. Should we keep just cleaning up? I think this one we couldn't get to. Where's Elios? Or Elos? Friendly, hopefully? Spacer Raven. Yeah, I think they're friendly. While we're here, go ahead and give the planet the old scan. And we'll land.
Some religions say our lives are circular. Well, I hope the next time around, we're just as close as we are now.
All right. Was that it? Yep, I guess that was it. This is where we are, though, aren't we? Yeah, for some reason it won't show these on the map. I don't know why. But yeah, we're on Ixel, too. Did I not select that quest? Okay, I did. Follow distortions on the scanner. We know, whoops, from experience that's a kind of a waste of time. What we want to do, get to some high ground and just kind of look around. This looks like there should be somebody here. I don't see anything that's obviously a temple. We probably need to get to the top of that mountain. Now, didn't we on the surface map, it had kind of a scanner anomaly? Or am I supposed to be doing something at this retreat? Hold on. Let's look around this retreat real quick. Then we'll jump to the scanner anomaly.
No wonder no one will work for you. My man is missing, and you're all just here, what? Waiting for him to wander back through the gate?
Mr. Halftown, we are trying, but we don't have the manpower.
And now half my crew thinks your little band of convicts is just waiting to drag us off and scrap us for organs.
Ooh, boy.
Mr. Halftown, our security officer has been put into the infirmary trying to find your worker. We're doing everything we can. All I ask is that you and your crew be patient. You have nothing to fear from us convicts. We are handling it.
Then get it done. Or else we are going to have problems.
You have my word.
Okay. Well. Hey, what's going on with this missing worker?
Cons are just waiting for I'm sorry, love, but the Elios retreat isn't taking new residents right now. We've had some issues. A missing person chief among them. But you're welcome to rest up and refuel here as long as you'd like. So long as there's no bounty hunter after you that's going to kick my brand new door off its hinges.
Elios retreat?
Well,
what does
at
that
the
mean?
moment, it's primarily a collection of shipping containers and unused construction materials. But the plan is to make this place into a growth and education residence for the galaxy's incarcerated. We'll offer job training and a support network for folks that otherwise just while away their days in prison just because they didn't have the credits to pay their own bounties. Get them all the tools they need to set up regular, boring lives like the rest of us.
That's actually a pretty good idea. I'm in favor of that. Pretty noble goal, I would say.
Well, thank you. Always striving to make my presence in the universe a net positive. But still got a lot of ground to cover.
Isn't that how it goes,
I'm sure
though?
you didn't come all this way just to listen to me blabber. You're probably exhausted. Monica should have any supplies you might need. She's just out front of the main building. And our ship services tech is out near the landing pad if your vessel needs some tending to. And if you need anything else, or just want to talk, you come find me.
I could probably help with that missing person ordeal.
That the truth? Because I can't say it's going to be easy work. But if you found the construction crew's missing man, we'd all owe you.
If the money's right, I'll bring your construction workers. I'll bring you all the construction workers you can handle.
I appreciate the moxie. But let's just start with the one.
Fair enough.
First things first. You want to speak to Greg D'Angelo, our security officer. He was wounded searching for our worker, Mr. Killman's trail. He should be able to get you pointed toward Killman's last known location.
All right. So, we got a new quest, Dead Stop, and unfortunately we'll have to get into that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.